2, 3, go. Okay. So, guys, I'm here to tell you about cosplay / costume play. So, how many of you guys like Halloween? You guys like walking around, dressing up, and then in your costume, walking around, asking for candy? Yes. Well, okay, maybe we're all a bit too old for that, but anyways, cosplay is sort of like Halloween. The difference is you're not walking around at night. You're actually walking around in broad daylight with your friends like it's a normal thing to do. Cosplay is a hobby. It's also an art because of all the work that we put into this. We literally use our own craftsmanship abilities to actually make this costume. Now, we usually wear these costumes to conventions. If you guys know Comic-Con, Kamikaze, we go to a bigger one called Anime Expo, which is held at the LA Convention Center every year in July. One thing about cosplay that I really like about it is that it shows off our craftsmanship and abilities. What we can do with anything that people don't use, such as a piece of cardboard, or our metal work if we have access to it, our woodwork. Another thing that we also use that I really like about cosplay is that it's unlimited. There are no limits to cosplay. You can do anyone from anything, any game that you've ever played. There has at least been some person in there that has actually dressed up as the person and walked around acting as the person. Most of these pictures are my friends. I had to ask for permission. So for cosplay, it represents our passion, all our hard work, all of our late nights that we put into making these costumes. We've done all-nighters, we've done 5 days without sleep, and we've even done something such as, some of us have actually broken down because we can't get these costumes done in time, but we love it anyways. We love it. Another thing about cosplay is that it's also a lot of money that we put into making these costumes, but we still love it. It's our hobby. It's what we love to do. Why do I identify with this culture? Is because I actually love drawing. I love to draw. I started out in 8th grade drawing, and then my friend comes along and she introduces me to cosplay. She shows me pictures of people. At first, I honestly thought this was a little weird because I'm like, okay, why are you dressing up as a character? All right, like that. But then she told me that these people, they make their costumes. All these people here, they made their costume. This one here even made her armor. She just put up work in progress with me. Just so you know, some of these people that you see, they're not all girls and they're not all guys. So this one here, you guys probably thought she was a guy. She's a girl. She's a girl. And I really love cosplay because I don't regret it one bit. When I was in 8th grade, I was really quiet. Before I was introduced to it, I was just a really antisocial person who had little friends. And then when I got introduced to cosplay, it shot up. My friends list just shot up. I made so many friends. I found it easier to make friends. And I also learned a couple life skills. Girls, they all say when you get older, you gotta use makeup. I did not know how to use makeup until my sophomore year, when my friend taught me how to use makeup. And cosplay, when I said it was unlimited, there are no limits to it. And like I said, you can do any character. All of you recognize her, right? Can you see it? You guys recognize her? Tutiana from Rise of the Guardians. Yep. And this is Korra from Legend of Korra, Avatar, Last Airbender, 2nd season for it. You can even do game characters as well, such as, this is all Final Fantasy. This is all Final Fantasy. These are my friends, and they've done game characters before. But even the most complicated game characters can be made. And cosplay doesn't have an age to start, neither does it have an age to stop. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a baby right here. He's dressed up as Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy. Here's an old lady. She really is old. She really is an old lady. I went up to her. She had the old lady selling. These are my friends here. We went to a convention. This is Anime Expo. These two down here, there are people who actually dress up in this. No limit. Everyone in here? This is my friend here. Anyone from any show that you've ever watched? And cosplay also travels to different parts of the world, such as Singapore, New York. This is LA. You can find me here. Just point it out. Canada. And this girl right here, I hear she's from Sweden, according to my friend. She's from Sweden, Scandinavia. Cosplay is anywhere. Anywhere it can be. And I'm really glad I did cosplay because I got to meet all these new people. They were so great. And cosplay is a form of art expressed through play because we act like our characters that we've dressed up as. And I'm really glad that I told you guys about this, so now you know I'm more than just this. I can do this too. This is me right here. And that's my presentation. Thank you all for listening to me.